And so, yes, he's in church. But it's a lot of people who are in church who not eating the word, who not understanding the word, who not applying the word. They just going to church. I was that Christian at one point in time, was just going to church, but I wasn't eating the word. And maybe I could have did it in a delivery in a better way, right? You didn't like my delivery. That's your opinion on how I delivered that post. But what I'm saying is this. We have him leading in front, but we are preaching and we're in the word saying something different. In order for us to be held accountable, we have to preach and eat the same way. Therefore, if he is going to be able to be a leader as a man that God appointed him to be, then we have to say, until you can make that mark, we can't lead you in front of the church, because now what we're saying is, yeah, you're not following everything, but it's okay because at least you're in church. That is not going to fly when we have to stand before him. He is not going to say, oh, you did okay, but at least you did this, at least you did that. He's going to say, what commands did I give you? And so we're so in a posture of making excuses, and we're so in a posture of feelings that we neglect that God says that you will bear in stripes and even death for my name, because people still want what they want, because the flesh still wants what it wants. I'm happy that this young man is in church. However, the church still has to be educated on who they are leading, because we are responsible. When you speak the word of Christ and you are in a church and you're leading, you are held at a higher regard when he comes down and he says, let me look over your life. And what you going to say? Well, God, at least I was in church, but will you follow my commands? Or is this what I told you to do? At least I did this. If we're not addressing it, and if we're not really hardcore addressing it, then we're just as guilty as letting them keep on going. Just saying I at least did this when it comes to the Lord will never be good enough. Period. Will never be good enough. So, yeah, he's in church. But what is the Lord calling for him to do? We can't be low-key and silent about that. We cannot. Not in this time and age. We cannot.